I really don't know what I'm doing. I forgot my notebook at home that kind of outlined what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about how just getting outside and being in the fresh air has really helped my anxieties. Anxiety feels very suffocating, and when you go outside, there's a lot more room, and it feels a lot less suffocating. And of course, there's, all of the science behind moving your body and what it does for your brain and what it does for your mental health and what it does for your physical health. But I think that being in nature really just adds an element to that exercising in the gym just doesn't give you. Yeah. I am dirty, sitting here in this sand, the wet-ish sand, but that's okay. It's a lot easier to set the phone down rather than walk around with it while I'm trying to talk. Not just, it's not hard to talk, it's just, I kind of know what I'm doing yet. I kind of don't know how I want to do these things. It's all very new, and I guess we're all just going to learn together, and I think that that's pretty cool too. But yeah, I grew up at the beach. I've always lived by the beach, so I love it a lot. It holds a very special place in my heart. Me and my mom used to come to the beach a lot together when I was a kid, and she used to call me Seashell, which I think is really precious. The beach holds a lot of good, peaceful energy for me, but I do spend a lot of time at parks and in the mountains, so I'm going to be doing a lot of that. I want to talk about hiking gear and my packs and my shoes, and I want to do lots of camping, and I want to talk about those things while also sprinkling in kind of how it's helping me deal with all of the things that are going on inside of my head, which are a lot of things. I go on a walk every single day. I try to do lots of state parks and lots of different parks. I also want to talk about hiking gear and how to get outdoors for beginners. Just kind of how to get outside where it's accessible to you, but I also will be taking you along on lots of hikes and adventures that I plan to do this year. There's a lot of things that I'm really very excited to do, and I'm going to be redoing a lot of my favorite trails so I can document them. I should learn how to hold this thing better. But yeah, I'm very excited. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I think it'll be really difficult. It's something that's going to take me all the way out of my comfort zone where I'm already out of it already. But yeah. Don't let this very expensive jacket fool you. I got it at the thrift store for $13, and it's my biggest accomplishment of 2026 so far. So, when I Googled it and I realized that I could pay my rent if I sold this thing, I was like, oh, $13? And I'm cold? You're coming home with me. I'm not really sure what this is gonna look like, but it will certainly be an adventure all on its own. I do feel really silly. I lost everyone when I was 24 years old. I'm going to be 30 this year. And I have a lot of fear of aging. I have a lot of fear of what's going to happen in my future. And I do a lot of things to kind of self-soothe. Self-soothe. And just being outside really helps with that as well. There was a person walking so close to me when I was talking just now. And he like super knows I'm not on the phone. Ah, this is so awkward! Getting outside really helped me deal with a lot of stress and anxiety and grief right after my parents died when I was 24. And yeah, I'm very passionate about hiking, paddleboarding. I do lots of local walks. I live in a coastal town, so I'm not always in the mountains, but I do get out there pretty frequently. It's winter right now, so it's a little bit harder to get out there with all the snow. It snows a lot in the mountains of Virginia, which is beautiful, but I'm not really a cold weather bird. But I will be making an effort to get out more. I really think that posting consistently and doing something like this is going to keep me grounded. It's going to keep me from worrying too much about the future, really giving me something to focus on now, which I think is very important, because worrying is like suffering twice, and I've suffered enough. So don't want to prolong any of that or make anywhere it's not necessary. But yeah, I actually had a whole notebook page written out, kind of outlining what I wanted to talk about in this video, and I left all of it at home. So that was really smart of me on day one to forget all of my notes. But what are you gonna do? When I said it's kind of a warm day, what I meant by that is it's like 50 something degrees in January, so everyone that lives here is on this beach right now. I was hoping to get just a little bit of solitude to film my first video, but it doesn't really look like that's gonna happen, so I just have to deal with it. And I guess that's fine. Walking is super good for your mental health, and Walking is super good for your mental health, and being in nature just enhances all of the good things that exercise already does for your brain and your body. Being in nature alone, even if you're not exercising, is known to lower your cortisol levels, and it changes the way your brain deals with stress and even pain management. It's really cool, and it actually works. I used to be 315 pounds, and then when my parents died, I started going outside, and naturally it caused me to be healthier, and I lost some weight, and now I can do more things. I think I'm a pretty cool gal. I think I'm pretty rad. So basically, I'm starting this channel because I'm very passionate about hiking in the outdoors, and I feel like it helps my grief and my anxiety tremendously. I think that it's very important that everyone get outside where it's accessible to them, because anxiety needs room, and there's a lot of room outside in the fresh air. I want to talk about my hiking trips. I want to take you along with me. I want to talk about my gear. I want to talk about gear that I want. I want to talk about gear that I already have. I want to talk about trips that I'm going to do, and I want to take you along with me. And I think it's going to be really cool for everyone to come with me, see how I push myself, push my mind, push my body. But I also want to take you on my daily walks and just talking about things as they come up very, very naturally, and just kind of having an open discussion about things that I feel like people don't really talk about a whole lot. So I'm really excited to see where this goes. Get the fuck outside. I'll see you out there.